Have you ever wondered if what you see and touch is the whole story? Is reality really as simple as it appears? Or could there be more hidden beneath the surface? That strange feeling that reality might be deeper than it appears has haunted humans for millennia. Across cultures and centuries, people have sensed that what we experience might only be a small part of a much larger truth. Over 2,000 years ago, a brilliant Athenian named Plato captured this mystery in a powerful metaphor that still resonates today. Imagine, you're chained in a cave, facing a wall, seeing only shadows cast by objects behind you. You've never seen the real objects, only their flickering outlines. Those shadows are your entire world. You name them, study them, believe in them. To you they are reality itself, and you never question what lies beyond. But what if you were freed, turned around and saw the fire and the real objects? Suddenly everything you thought you knew would be challenged, your world would be shattered, and you'd realize you'd only seen a tiny piece of the truth. This is Plato's allegory of the cave, a metaphor for our limited perception, and for the journey from ignorance to knowledge. Plato, student of Socrates and teacher of Aristotle, challenged us to question everything we think is real. He believed that true wisdom comes from recognizing how little we actually know. He asked, are we just looking at shadows? Are we mistaking illusions for reality without even realizing it? Is there a deeper reality we're missing? Could there be a world of truth and clarity just beyond our current understanding? The cave is not just a story, it's an invitation to step into the light, to seek knowledge, and to question the boundaries of our own perception. So look around you. Is what you see truly real, or just a shadow? Are you content with the familiar, or are you ready to search for something more? Plato's question is as unsettling as it is inspiring. It pushes us to confront our assumptions and to wonder what lies beyond the obvious. Get ready to have your mind opened. The journey out of the cave is just beginning, and it promises to change the way you see everything. Plato is about to lead us out of the cave, and into a world of new possibilities. Plato wasn't just a marble bust, he was a real person shaped by drama and loss. Born Aristocles in Athens during its golden age, he was athletic, privileged, and lived through political chaos. The Peloponnesian War and the flaws of democracy were the backdrop to his youth. But the turning point was meeting Socrates, a man who questioned everything and wrote nothing down. Socrates' relentless questioning electrified Plato, but his execution by Athens devastated him. Plato watched as the wisest man he knew was condemned by the city he loved. This injustice shattered Plato's political ambitions. He set out to find a way to build a society where truth, not opinion, would rule. Plato's quest for justice began with the death of his mentor. His philosophy was born from a search for a better world. After Socrates' death, Plato left Athens, seeking wisdom across the ancient world. He traveled to Egypt and Italy, absorbing ideas from stable monarchies and mathematical mystics like the Pythagoreans. These experiences shaped his belief in a hidden, orderly reality behind the chaos of daily life. In Sicily, Plato tried and failed to turn a tyrant into a philosopher king, ending up briefly as a slave. Humbled, he returned to Athens, determined to teach rather than rule. He founded the Academy, the world's first university, in a sacred olive grove. Here, debate, mathematics, and philosophy flourished for centuries. Plato's Academy became a beacon of learning, shaping Western thought. His travels taught him the limits of politics and the power of ideas. Plato's true legacy was not in ruling but in teaching others to think. The Academy's influence would echo for nearly 1,000 years. Let's return to the cave, Plato's gateway to his most famous idea, the theory of forms, a concept that has shaped philosophy for centuries and continues to spark debate even today. The world we see is just a shadow play, full of imperfect copies and constant change. The people in the cave mistake these flickering shadows for reality, never realizing there's something more beyond what their eyes can see. For Plato, true reality exists in a higher realm, the world of forms, where perfect, unchanging blueprints of everything exist. This world is invisible to our senses, but accessible to our minds through reason and philosophical thought. There's not just a beautiful flower, but the eternal form of beauty. Every lovely thing in our world is just a fleeting echo of this perfect ideal. Not just a just act, but the form of justice itself. Unchanging, flawless, and absolute. Every act of fairness in our world is merely an attempt to imitate this higher standard. These forms are the real objects. Our world is just their reflection, like images in a mirror, distorted, incomplete, and always shifting. Think of a circle. You can draw one, but it's never perfect. No matter how steady your hand, the line will always wobble, the shape will always fall short. Yet, you understand the idea of a perfect circle. That's the form. It exists in your mind as a flawless concept, even if it can never be fully realized in the physical world. The journey out of the cave is the painful process of awakening to these higher truths. It's a struggle, a gradual adjustment, as your eyes and mind learn to see what was always hidden. Education for Plato is turning away from shadows and towards the light of the forms. It's not just about learning facts, but about transforming your entire way of seeing the world. The sun in the allegory represents the highest form, the good, which illuminates all understanding. Just as sunlight makes vision possible, the good makes knowledge and truth possible. To know the good is the ultimate goal of philosophy. It's the source of all meaning, the foundation of all that is real and valuable. The freed prisoner's struggle in the sunlight is the philosopher's struggle for truth. It's uncomfortable, even painful, to leave behind old beliefs and face the dazzling clarity of reality. Plato's allegory is about enlightenment, leaving behind comfortable illusions for difficult, liberating knowledge. It's a call to courage, to question what we think we know. The world of forms is abstract, but for Plato, it's more real than anything we see. These ideals are the foundation of all existence, the true reality behind the scenes. Our senses deceive, only reason can reveal the true structure of reality. To grasp the forms, we must look beyond appearances and trust in the power of thought. The cave is ignorance. The journey out is philosophy. It's a lifelong process of questioning, seeking, and growing wiser. Plato's vision challenges us to seek what lies beyond appearances, to never settle for easy answers or surface-level truths. The allegory of the cave remains a powerful metaphor for education and self-discovery, reminding us that true learning is a journey from darkness into light. Are you ready to step into the light, to leave behind the shadows and discover the deeper reality that awaits? Plato's mystical world of forms might seem far from science, but his ideas laid the groundwork for the scientific quest. He believed the universe is governed by rational mathematical order, a hidden reality discoverable by reason. Today, physicists search for universal laws, unchanging principles much like Platonic forms. Mathematics, for Plato, was the key to understanding reality. His academy's motto, "Let no one ignorant of geometry enter." This belief inspired later scientists like Galileo, who saw nature as written in the language of math. Science tests ideas with evidence, but its ambition, to uncover the universe's hidden structure, echoes Plato. Plato trusted reason over experiment, but he gave science its grand vision. He taught us to look beyond the shadows for the laws that shape our world. Plato's Republic is his blueprint for a just society, a radical vision shaped by the death of Socrates. He imagined a city divided into producers, auxiliaries, and philosopher kings, each class reflecting a part of the soul. At the top, philosopher kings, men and women trained for decades, rule because they know the good. They are incorruptible, uninterested in wealth or power, and rule out of duty. Plato proposed abolishing family and private property for rulers to prevent corruption. Children would be raised by the state, and education would shape every citizen's role. It's a society built for harmony, not individual freedom, a perfect order, but at a cost. Everyone's place is determined by ability, creating a strict meritocracy. Plato's utopia is orderly, but it demands sacrifice of personal desires. Would you want to live there? Plato's dialogues gave us tools for thinking that still shape philosophy today, offering a foundation for how we approach questions about life, knowledge, and existence. He believed that knowledge is virtue. Evil, he argued, comes from ignorance, not from malice or inherent wickedness. To be truly good, you must first know what is genuinely good. For Plato, education is the essential path to virtue and moral understanding. The Socratic method, relentless questioning and dialogue, chips away at our assumptions, helping us dig deeper to reach the heart of truth. Plato taught us to challenge what we think we know, to never settle for easy answers, and to value open debate over rigid dogma. He also redefined love. Plato saw love as a ladder, rising step by step from physical attraction to the love of pure abstract beauty itself, guiding us toward higher understanding. Love, in his view, is a journey toward the divine, a process of growth and self-discovery that elevates the soul. Plato believed the soul is immortal, temporarily trapped in the body, and that learning is really remembering knowledge our souls possessed before birth. This powerful idea influenced countless later religious and philosophical traditions, shaping how we think about the soul and knowledge. Plato's legacy is a philosopher's toolkit: question, examine, seek truth, and always aim for the good in all things. His methods are as important as his answers, teaching us how to think, not just what to think. For Plato, philosophy is not just a subject but a way of life, a lifelong journey of questioning, learning, and striving for wisdom. Plato's Republic has inspired and alarmed thinkers for centuries. Critics like Karl Popper saw it as a blueprint for totalitarianism, an unchanging state ruled by an unaccountable elite. Where is the individual in Plato's utopia? Personal choice and ambition are sacrificed for collective order. The suppression of art and poetry feels like censorship, robbing society of creativity. The idea of philosopher kings raises questions. Who decides who is wise? Who guards the guardians? Plato's faith in incorruptible rulers seems dangerously optimistic. History warns us that absolute power often corrupts. His society, though progressive in some ways, accepted practices like slavery. Plato's Republic is a brilliant thought experiment, but as a political guide, it's deeply flawed. It forces us to confront the tension between justice, power, and freedom. We've journeyed through Plato's cave, glimpsed his world of forms, and debated his republic. Plato's ideas are alive in our courts, labs, and classrooms. He shaped the questions Western civilization still wrestles with. His influence stretches from theology to psychology to politics. But Plato's greatest legacy is his method. Keep questioning, challenge assumptions, scrutinize beliefs, and never settle for shadows. He invites us to climb toward understanding, not to accept easy answers. Debate, test, and wrestle with ideas, just as he did. Plato didn't give us final answers, but a compass and a torch. Be brave, face the fire, and begin your own journey out of the cave. The world of truth is blinding at first, but it's where real life begins. The journey never ends. Keep questioning.